What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E, AC, coming back with another video. And got a question. Now, for all of my old heads, right? All of my old heads that's musically inclined. Y'all remember a guy by the name of BB King? Oh, man, if you don't know who BB King is, you know what I'm saying? Well, number one, God bless the dead. That's number one. Number two, BB King was probably one of the greatest musicians of our time. He was a blues player, you know what I mean? He used to call his guitar Lucille, you know? And, you know, I was happy to go and see him a few times, go to a couple of jazz festivals and see him a few times, you know, and got to meet him. You know, very, very gracious and humble guy, man, you know. But blues, that's the original soul music, you know. You're probably asking, you know, what does this have to do with boxing? I'll tell you. Because he made a song, one of his most well-known songs, and the name of the song is called The Thrill Is Gone. Now, the name of this song, The Thrill Is Gone, it kind of matches my mood and how I feel about this Canelo Cotto fight. You see, when this fight was first signed, I was ecstatic. I was stoked, you know. I was like, yo, you know, 2015 was set to be such a grandiose year, you know, for boxing. You know, you had the four fighters who had the game and the smash, which was Mayweather and Pacquiao. They fought, and then you had Canelo and Cotto. They fought, and then you had fights like Broner versus Porter. You know, different things like that. You know, so I mean, this year was supposed to be crazy. Okay. But since then, you know, I still got Cotto to win. I still got Cotto winning this fight, actually. I still got him winning. But so much has went into this fight that just brought the pageantry of this fight down. And honestly, everybody's to blame. Everybody's to blame. Let's run down the list. Now, I'm going to try not to make this video too long, so walk with me. Walk with me, all right? First off, we're going to blame the fighters themselves. All right, first off, this was supposed to have been a middleweight fight, championship fight, decided at a catchweight. Now, me personally, I'm not necessarily... I'm not cool for catchweights. You know, I can understand a catchweight under extreme circumstances, but I don't think that a championship fight should be decided at a catchweight for real. You know, so I don't necessarily agree with the catchweight thing. That's number one. All right. Number two, the majority of the people, the boxing fans, expected the winner of Canelo and Cotto to fight Triple G. I mean, let's just be honest. You know, any one of us boxing fans that's in the know, and I'm not saying I'm some sort of aficionado or something like that, but I kind of know what I'm talking about in quite a few aspects of the sport. Anybody with common sense knows Cotto nor Canelo is going to fight Triple G. Okay? Let's just be honest about the situation. They never had any intention on fighting him. Okay? That's why they pulled rank on him the way they did. You see what I'm saying? That's why they pulled rank on son. So, you know, and then on top of that, Cotto being stripped by the WBC. Now, let me talk about that for a second. I don't necessarily know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. Because the WBC was the same people that allowed, you know, Floyd Mayweather to hold on to the junior middleweight championship and do nothing. You know, now I understand the sanctioning fees are supposed to be 3%. And Cotto is making $30 million for this fight because he just absolutely... Darn, my fan dude's pissing me off. Anyway, yeah. Because, 3% of 30 million, you do the math on that. I don't feel like doing it. My brain hurts. But it's a drop in the bucket for Cotto to pay that. But, he used that as an excuse. I didn't even know that he paid Triple G $800,000 step aside money so that this fight can actually, go through. So Cotto was going to pay what, $1.1 million for this fight to go through. $300,000 is nothing to pay the WBC. He should have paid it, but he said a long time ago, he said no sanctioning body is going to tell him what to do. So when the WBC mandated that the winner of this fight, do what they do against Triple G, Cotto said, F you, I'm not paying the sanctioning fees, and I'm out. Now, let's call a spade here. Okay, he never wanted to fight. Like I said before, he never wanted to fight Triple G. Canelo doesn't want to fight Triple G either. So he got rid of the title on that Riddick Bowe kick. Remember what Riddick Bowe did when he was mandated to fight Lennox Lewis? You know what he did? He threw that championship in the trash can like, no, right? So Cotto did one of them joints. He pulled a Riddick Bowe out. You know what I mean? So, matter of fact, that was a real coward move too. But oh well. I mean, we all know that Triple G is not. They're serving him the championship on a silver platter. They're serving him the undisputed crown on the silver platter. All right, we know this. All right. So I blame both fighters. Okay, I blame both fighters. Canelo Alvarez is taking advantage of his youth because he can clearly make 160 and look like and be cut and I mean just be straight cut. He's drained. Canelo Alvarez is literally draining himself to make 154, 155. Okay, he's a big boy. He can easily be a middleweight. So having Triple G come down to fight him, I don't understand that either. Oscar De La Hoya, he came out of his mouth talking about some, he's glad that the Mayweather era is gone. So now the best can fight the best. But as soon as Triple G name comes up, Canelo says this fight needs to marinate. So that shows you Oscar's line of thinking, right? Real corny. So the fighters are to blame. Okay. The second thing, the promotion of this fight. Since the fight was signed and they had the press conference and everything, it was nothing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no real drumming up on this fight, no real commercials, no nothing. No, nothing. Like, and I'm not gonna blame. Well, Rock Nation has some of the blame on this, but I'm not blaming Rock Nation entirely because this is the first time that Rock Nation has been on a pay-per-view. Okay, Oscar is the other promoter. Golden Boy Promotions. I would think that Golden Boy was supposed to take the lead in showing Rock Nation how to promote the fight and get things popping. You see what I'm saying? I haven't seen one flyer. I haven't seen one billboard. I haven't seen no real commercials for it on other than on pay-per-view channels or something like that. but no real commercials on domestic television or anything like that. You know, that's the one thing that I admire about, you know, the PBC or something about Mayweather and Pacquiao. Not just those two fighting together, but Bob Arum looked out for Pacquiao and made sure his name was on a flyer, made sure his name was on a billboard. You know, he actually pumped Top Rank and HBO pumped bread into Pacquiao's face getting out there. And Floyd did the same thing for himself. And Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman, you know what I mean? Like, they did the same thing. So they made sure that their names was out here. Nobody's doing that for Cotto or Canelo. Like, I mean, personally, I know for a fact that I'm going to order the fight. I know this. But this was supposed to be a big fight, but I don't feel the big fight feel. You see what I'm saying? There's no big fight feel. Like, the promotional team is treating this just like it's a regular fight that's going to be on HBO television. You know? That's exactly how it feels. You know, I don't get the sense of big, big fight, you know, I'm going to have a fight party. Cause this is it right here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get none of that, you know? And then people are wondering why this pay-per-view might fail because don't nobody care. Because there's no promotion going out for this, you know? So, you know, I went from being amped up to literally not having a whole lot of feelings about this fight. Yeah, I mean, it's not a championship fight anymore. Unless Canelo wins, then he's gonna get the championship fight. But Canelo already said he's going back down to 154. So what is he getting the championship for? You see what I'm saying? What is Canelo getting the title? If he wins, what is he paying a sanctioning fee for? Because he's gonna drop it himself because he's not trying to fight Triple G either. So technically, this is not a championship fight. And Miguel Cotto, to me, was never the lineal champion. Like, okay, Sergio Martinez, Miguel Cotto, that's your lineage? Talk to me. You know, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, so, I mean, what's Cotto's lineage? Did Cotto's lineage get traced back to Bernard Hopkins or something? Because he was the last lineal champion that I thought was in the middleweight division. I don't know. Must be me. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. But it is what it is, man. Like, right now, all I know is I'm going to order the fight because I'm a boxing fan. But if I was a casual fan, I'd be like, I don't care about this mess. You know, if I was a casual fan, you know what I think? Okay, these was just two dudes that Mayweather beat already. Why I want to see that for? It's like seriously. If I was a casual fan, like, for real, you know, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. There's no real buzz for this fight. There's no real buzz. I don't see nobody on Facebook outside of boxing forums that promoted this fight. I mean, we was on Facebook. Facebook was popping when Pacquiao versus Cotto, you know, and these boxing forums wasn't made yet, but yet people were still talking about who you going for, Pacquiao, Cotto. Right? Who you going for, Mayweather or Mosley? You feel what I'm saying? Like, but there's none of that going on here. This fight is just dry. It's boring, bruh. You know, this ain't nothing but another fight, man. You know, but One big thing though. I'm glad the homie Rigondeaux, you know, he finally gets his exposure. I know Rock Nation is gonna do him right. You know what I mean? Get him some much needed exposure. Rock, you know, big shout out to Rock Nation. They're quietly building something with Ward and Rigondeaux. They just got to keep winning. That's all. But yeah, man. This is shaping up. This pay-per-view is shaping up not to be very successful. This pay-per-view is shaping up to be just the average fight. I hope this pay-per-view does, you know, real good numbers, but I don't think so because of the piss poor promotion. This promotion was piss poor. I'm sorry. This fight was poorly promoted. My goodness. If it wasn't for hardcore boxing fans, my goodness. For real. You know. But that's all I got to say, man. Whatever, man. Thank y'all for listening, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. God willing, man. Till the next time, it's your boy AC. I'm going to get at y'all. Peace.